Okay, let's get this show started, shall we? I'm late. Yo, I hate it. I hate it tonight. I'm gonna be honest. Hate it tonight. At work anyway. I left at like, what, 9? Yeah, something like that. What's going on, John? I left work at 9. I only got home about an hour ago. But here we are now. We're going to finish. Well, at least I'm thinking we're probably gonna finish it. This is episode 6 of the Forgotten City. I feel like we may be able to finish this one tonight. So let's just jump into it, and yeah, because I think we should be able to get the final plaque, and we should be able to get our little audience with PLUTO. Now I'm not sure what PLUTO wants exactly. Where am I? Oh, okay. So where am I? Okay, wait. Let me get that flower for Galerius first, or whatever the hell his name is. So that flower, I think we need to use the zip line to get it. I'm not exactly sure we could use the zip line to can we like let go of the zip line, like mid zip line maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that. Maybe if I do it right, we might be able to get this flower, because it is like kind of right over it. So let me see if we can get this. All right. Oh. We can definitely let go of it. Okay, well, this is gonna require a little bit of timing. All right, so I wasn't really. Yeah, I don't know how long that was before when I let go. All right, so I feel like this is gonna take. This might take a couple of attempts. What's going on, Emil? All right, let's try this again. Let's get this flower, and then we'll trigger the election. Because technically we had Galerius do everything for us already, right? So I'm pretty sure that should make him happy. Can we get it? Missed it. Okay, that's fine. You got this. Third time's the charm, right? You got this flower. Let me just screw around with volume settings here. BGM's a little loud, game's a little soft. Hang on. That should be fine. Alright, let's try this again. Alright. Okay, we were a little bit early. Okay. Third time's the charm. Now. I missed it. Okay, a little later. We got this. Will you stop whispering already? It's very creepy. Alright, okay, it's fine. You know, third time is... Okay, well, this would be the fourth time now. We need to dismount a little bit later, I think. Alright, we got this. Now! Oh, I got it! Alright, Galerius! I have your flower. And then once we give you your flower, we could probably trigger this election, maybe. Unless, is there anybody else I need to help? Livia. We should probably help Livia as well. Pandora's box. Perhaps Livia, blah, 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 something, weight off your shoulders. Alright. Oh, first things first, let me give you this flower, Galerius. Galerius, my dude!
Salve again, my Sisyphean friend.
Right.
I'm in the running for Majesty.
Yes, you are.
Feeling kind of nervous, but I'm hoping it'll all be worth it when I order Dooley's release. I just hope I'll have the votes.
I'm pretty sure you do.
What's on your mind?
Alright. Here's that flower you wanted, buddy. Here you go.
Well done. This is going to make her so happy. Equitia, I mean. Now
Why would you give it to Equitia?
How to give it to her. What I really want to do is walk up to her,
Isn't she the priest?
And confess I've been madly in love with her since the moment we met.
Alright, lovebird.
Shake the feeling that the consequences could be terrible.
I mean, granted, she is the priest.
Aside from her execution.
Wait, what?
You see, Equitia is a Vestal priestess, meaning she's taken a vow of chastity, the breaking of which would be an extremely serious affront to the gods and a capital offense. Even if she was just suspected of being unchaste, it could lead to her execution. Unchaste Vestals get buried alive. Oh, and I'd get flogged to death for good measure.
I mean, if you're the magistrate, you can make all the rules you want, you know? Yeah!
I feel so much love for her that if I don't tell her, it'll burn a hole in my chest. I don't know what to do. What do you think? What would you do?
No relationship counseling. I could be an asshole right here. Be like, yeah, nope, you're on your own, Delirious. Alright, let's see. Yo, go tell her how you feel, buddy.
Now that I hear you say that out loud, I hear how crazy it is.
Oh, he just called me crazy.
Maybe I need to be
He just called me crazy.
cautious.
He just called me crazy.
What I need is a go-between. Someone who can tell her how I feel.
Oh,
Find out how
am
she
I gonna be
feels,
your mess? I
which
feel like
can
I'm
help.
gonna be your messenger,
What
aren't
is it?
I?
Do you think you could help me?
Alright, Galerius.
Wonderful! Now, all I need you to do is give her the flower and tell her it's from a secret admirer. Tell her I'll keep my distance and that I just want her to know that she's loved.
Okay. that's corny, but alright, I'll do it.
Come back as quick as you can and tell me what she says.
It's very corny, but sure, I'll do it for you, buddy. Alright, so we gotta give this flower to Equisia, who is this way. Equisia is that way. I'm trying to see who would be... Yeah, you know what? Equisia is a little bit closer, so... I'm gonna try to clear out all the side quests first, before we trigger the selection. Equisia, hello.
Oh, there again. Did you find what you need?
Yes, I be indeed. Alright, someone wanted me to give you this flower.
Oh, how lovely. It just happens to be my favorite, too. Who do I have to thank for this?
I'm supposed to tell you it's from your secret admirer and they'll keep their distance. They just want to...
I see. So...
Oh, she
you're
knows.
Hilarious, then.
You know already.
Of course I do.
Okay.
I think everyone in the city knows. That man is a wonderful human being.
Secret
My
admirer,
favorite person in the
apparently.
world.
Known to the public.
The least subtle secret admirer.
I know.
you can Imagine the way he looks at me with those puppy dog eyes. Plus, he's been trying for weeks to get his hands on this flower. He went to so much effort too.
Is that why there's zip lines all over the place?
Above the lake, inventing that pulley device all on his own. He'd just stand there each morning, looking at the flower, trying to summon the courage to seize it.
Okay.
Oh, my heart.
The dude is... Okay.
Tell that adorable oath that my Vestal's vow of chastity ends once I turn 36.
I mean, technically you're already dead. Hey, Fragilities, thank you for the follow.
Then tell him I love him too.
I mean, technically you're not turning 36 anytime soon. You're already
See you
dead.
again soon, I hope.
I mean, if this is the underworld. You're already dead, so... Alright, anyway, that's, let's go tell Galerius. Yep. Galerius, buddy! Hey, yo!
Fortune smile on you, sister.
Alright.
Salve again, my Sisyphean friend. Now, what's on your
What's
mind?
on mine, indeed? Okay, well, here you go. We
Thanks.
delivered that flower for you. She knew it was from you. She asked me to tell you that when she turns 36, she's allowed to marry and that she loves... Yeah,
That
oh.
is the best
They're
news
not
I've
turning
ever
36
heard in my
though.
life. Thank you.
You
Thank
guys
so
do
much.
know you're already dead, right?
How happy you've made me. I wish there was something.
You guys do know you guys are already dead,
I don't
right?
have much to offer you. All I can do is tell you where there's a secret stash of
Ooh.
coins.
Well, I mean, I don't really need the Daenerys anymore. Don't worry, I don't need anything.
But I'd feel bad if I didn't tell you anyway. In the rock tunnel
Yeah.
near the stairs, there's a little doorway set into the rock. Inside, if you look carefully, you can see a chest. Unfortunately, one of those golden huntress statues is blocking the path, and I'm not game to move it. If you can figure out how to get past it, I reckon there might be
I
a small fortune
mean,
waiting for you.
we could probably trigger the golden rule and it'll probably move the hef out of the way.
Alright, friend. Hope you find a way to break that cycle you're in.
Alright, well, it's something about a secret nook in some cavern or something, and yeah, I'll be honest, I wasn't really paying attention to what he said. Anyway, let me get rid of, let's see. Let me do this one, Pandora's Box. We haven't exactly talked to, Here we go. Talk to Livia. We gotta talk to Livia. We haven't talked to Livia yet. Is there any quest that I failed? Nope, I don't see anything that I failed. Alright, so Pandora's box. Let's talk to Livia. Let's get her side quest out of the way before we trigger the confrontation with PLUTO. Let's go this way. Stop whispering. Livia, let's talk.
Just as the ocean accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls. But it does not notice the crowd.
I think she knows she's dead. I figured it out. I know where we are.
Speak its name.
The underworld.
Then it is true. I was right.
Did I accidentally skip like a whole bunch of this quest?
I thought I saw it, but when the rest of them could not, I kept thinking I must have gone insane.
Maybe you're
I
insane.
had to tell myself it was true over and over again, until I wasn't sure if
Maybe you are insane.
I
You know, I kind of want to change my on-screen chat, I'll be honest. I'm kind of getting tired of the,
reciting the metamorphoses.
yeah, that.
Great poet Ovid.
I mean, don't get me wrong,
Such
it's
an
nice looking
uncanny
on
description of
and
this
all, but I
place.
kind of want to change
I
it.
cannot help but wonder.
We've had
if
that
he
same
himself
on-screen
came
chat
here.
for like, I don't know,
Would you
a
like
year?
to hear it?
It's starting to look pretty dull, in my opinion. I want to change it. Sure, let's
I will do
hear
my
your
best
thing.
to remember the relevant verse. There is a downward path,
Uh-huh.
gloomy with fatal yew trees. It leads through dumb silence to the infernal regions.
Okay.
The sluggish Styx exhales vapor, and by that way, the shadows of the newly dead descend, entombed with full rites, and the ghosts of those, at last, given proper burial.
I
The
have
wide,
absolutely no
thorny
idea what
waste
any
is
of that
cold
means.
and pallid, and the newly arrived shades are ignorant of the road that leads to the Stygian city, where Black Dis has his cruel palace.
Something
As the
about
ocean
palace.
accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls, and is never too small for any populace, nor notices the crowds that come. There the bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone. Some crowd the forum, some the house of the ruler of the depths.
What
Others
in
follow
the...
their trades, imitating their previous lives. And still others incur punishment. I hope I have done it justice. And now we share a secret. It's as if you've lifted a
Okay,
great
well, that was the
burden
quickest
from
side
my
quest ever.
shoulders.
Because I think I've done a
you,
bunch of
friend.
stuff for it already, without
think
realizing I've done a bunch of
should
stuff for it
rest.
already. But that works absolutely fine for me. That works fine for me. All right. Oh, that part is done. Will you stop whispering? Please stop whispering. It is creepy. It is just creepy. All right. Well, I guess all that's really left to do is to trigger the election. Hope Galerius wins. That way we could get Dooley out of his cage and get the Greek plaque. Because the Greek plaque is the only thing I need to get myself an audience with PLUTO, the god of death. Or god of the underworld. Or Hades, if you want to go by the Greek mythos. Or Osiris, if you want to go Egyptian. Or Nagao, if you want to go Sumerian.
Citizen.
Yeah, okay, Rufus. Alright, where is Aquatia? Aquatia, where are you? Where is she? Ah, there you are. Alright, I'm gonna drop a hard save right here. Not that we need to, I mean, we could just time loop again if needed.
That's quite an impressive
Aquatia!
building there. Just like that Ave again.
Yes,
Did you find
Ave
what you
again.
need?
Okay. What's the status
It
of the
must be
election?
completed by dusk, just the same as any other official business.
Alright.
It'll be between Sentius, the incumbent, and Galerius.
I think
the
Galerius
Why
has
do you
this.
ask?
Can we start
As
the
I
election
said,
now?
I'm planning to hold it before dusk, but I suppose I could hold it sooner, if there's a good reason.
Holding it early may prevent conflict. Yes.
Yes, I have overheard some rather unpleasant arguments. The last thing we need here is additional conflict.
It's for peace. Peace and tranquility. That's what it's for. We totally didn't just rig the election, by the way. We did. We rigged the election. The election's rigged. This should go in Galerius's favor, because I think I had Galerius run all those errands for me.
It is time. Let us meet to elect our magistrate.
Time to go to the theater.
Alright, so I think Galerius has got this. I think Galerius has got this, because when we time looped, I did send Galerius off to do a bunch of my tasks. So hopefully that makes things work. I hope. All right, well, let's just head on over to the theater then. And Dolly is still in his cage. All right, we need to get Dolly out of his cage, and in order for that to happen, Galerius must be elected. Ooh, what is this? Apparently we can climb up here. I didn't realize this is a climbing spot. Oh, that's not the golden bow. Give me the golden bow. I just wanted to climb up here. I just wanted to climb up here. See, ooh, there's a chest up here with Daenerys and some arrows. Okay, I'll take that. Arrows are always nice. Yep, that works for me. Don't look at me like that. I just wanted the Daenerys and stuff. Alright, everybody is, just, entering now. Are we missing a few? I feel like we're missing a couple of citizens. Oh, there's the last dude. I think he only needs to win 3 of 5 votes, which I believe we should be able to do.
Citizens, we have a quorate body of voters gathered here to elect the city's magistrate.
Just in case anything goes wrong, I'm ready to bolt to the exit.
Imperiosus and late nominee Gallus Galerius Helver.
All right.
Marcus Malleolus Gurgis.
Time to see the fruits of our rigging.
Indeed, we shall dispense with ballots, and candidates will abstain from voting. Let's make this quick. As I say your name, call your vote. I'll start with you, Horatius.
Sentius, of course.
Georgius.
Galerius. He saved the life of my dear friend Fabia.
Yeah.
Cassius.
Sentius.
Virgil.
Sentius.
Damn it.
Rufius.
The man who treated my rheumatism. Galerius.
Citizens, you have made your decision. Sextus Sentius Imperiosus.
Okay, so we're one short.
Fellow citizens,
We are one short. We're one short.
Again, and you won't regret it.
We're gonna have to time loop again.
I vow that each day henceforth will be just like this one, and I will deliver.
Oh.
You and your rival, whatever your name is, you're responsible for this, aren't you? Nobody likes Caput Murday foreigners interfering in an election.
Shut up and let the magistrate speak.
Malleolus is going to be magistrate by the end of the day.
You have no idea what you're doing.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna. Yep. Let's just get ready for the time loop. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Alright, just waiting for the time loop to happen now. Wait for it. Wait for it. Come on. Is it not gonna happen? Here we go. There we go. Okay.
Shall suffer for the sins of the one.
All right, Cynthius, get your ass up here so I can restart the day. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I know we're extending your life like this, but yep. All right, send me back into the past. Thank you. Okay, so we are one short. We're one short. for Galerius. We need to figure out how to make Galerius the next magistrate. We are one short right now. Alright, Galerius.
Salve, friend.
I need you to take care of a couple of things.
Yulia.
Do that.
Pug.
And that.
Alright, let me see.
And...
What? Are you... You're serious?
Yep, that's it. Now go as fast as you
Once
can.
I'm done, I'll need you to tell me how you know all of this.
We're a time traveler. That's why, Galerius, you do your thing. Alright. I mean, that's 4 things that he's off to do right now. I love that zipline. Thank you for installing that zipline for us, Galerius. And once he's done doing all that, we need to convince him to something about the yeah. All right, whatever. Let me go ahead and just stock up on arrows while we're waiting on this dude. Who is this dude? Opius. Ow. Here's those arrows. Opius is right over there. Let me go ahead and just stock up on some goods here. I don't really need the theirs, but I'll take it anyway. Maybe they might be worth something in the future. Who knows? You know, they belong in a museum and that type of stuff. Yeah?
Not a good time.
Uh-huh. Let's take the zipline down here. Let me think. Who am I missing?
Isn't the great temple majestic?
Who am I missing? So we have Galerius running around doing errands for us.
What the new lady told me.
I don't understand. How did... Never mind. Thank you so much for acting as quickly as you did. I never knew
That's the places to be.
That sounded like the shrine falling. I heard the shrine falling. Let me guess, assassin is dead? Yep, dead assassin. I'll go ahead and just take these. Don't really need them, but I will take them. I'll take another bow, right? Or why not? It's all good, it's all good.
Whatever's in that great temple up there on the bluff.
Apparently my laptop just had a Windows update, it just reset itself.
Thank God. Finally, some relief after all this.
Yep.
You're a good man, Galerius.
Appreciate that. Now, I've got to run.
Yes, run indeed. Alright, he's doing all his tasks pretty well, I think. And now he is going in here. He's gonna have a little...
What now?
I have a message from Malleolus.
Kind of, I want to watch this.
Who's it from?
The Emperor. He knows Malleolus's real name is Quinctius, thanks to Claudia, and demands he withdraw from the election and release Ulpius and Iulia immediately.
Are you out of your mind, farm boy?
Yes, that's enough.
What?
Yeah.
Listen to this dolt, are you?
Galerius, all right, I'll withdraw, and Ulpius and Julia are free. I trust our business is concluded.
Yes, that ought to do it. I guess I'll go and tell Ulpius the good news then.
Alright. Yes. Do all my errands for me. Do all my errands for me, errand boy. This is great. This absolutely works great for me.
Citizen.
Yes.
Malleolus has agreed to release you and Julia from your debts.
What? Are you messing with me?
I wouldn't do that. You're both free.
Alright. So far, so good. Yeah. Excellent work. Alright, he has done all 4 tasks that I have given him. That I'm hoping that gives him enough votes for everything. I'm hoping. Otherwise, we're gonna have to trigger another time loop. Hilarious. Oh, he looks busy. Okay.
We're free. Malleolus just released us and we never have to set foot in that villa again.
What? How?
Galerius arranged it somehow.
Really?
Yeah.
That's incredible. Oh, what a relief. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. Just rest up, get your strength back, and we'll celebrate properly when you're ready.
I will. Thank you, Ulpius. I will.
Yeah. Alright. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Hopefully that solves everything now. And then we have to wait for this here.
Sir? Are you under duress, sir?
I just had a change of heart.
But you were on track to be magistrate.
Yeah, there we go.
All that work, all that money, wasted.
Alright, everything's going great here.
Carry them out.
Everything going great.
Sir.
Everything is going great. Yeah, there we go. Alright, once this is done, we just gotta talk to Galerius.
Priestess, Malleolus has decided to withdraw from the election.
Yeah, so far so good. So far so good. Alright. 1, 2, and 3, and everything is proceeding as planned.
I have an announcement. Malleolus has withdrawn his candidacy from
Now, I
today's
believe-
election. Unless any new challengers are nominated by nightfall, Sentius will be re-elected magistrate by default.
Actually,
Nice.
I'd like to nominate myself, if that's all right.
Of course, Galerius, that's your right. Citizens, the election will
Aha!
proceed.
I didn't even have to do anything this time. Yeah. All right. Now we just need to make sure Galerius wins this election. Let me see here. I need to make him popular among a majority of the voters. That means 3 voters. How many people are? Let me talk to Equesia.
A new face. Our
What status of
It
the
must be
election?
completed by. It'll be between Sentius. Why do you ask?
Let me see who's allowed to
All of
vote.
the male citizens who are willing and able. There are some women who can vote. I can't allow the percept, but if it's any.
Such as?
Using whatever gifts. Certain. See you.
Okay, I gotta think. Who else? Who hasn't voted yet? Let me think. Who are the voters? Georgius. Oh, this dude. Right.
Salve.
Hello.
Hello there, friend.
Decius.
May I say that? Are you well?
Alright. Who are you gonna vote for?
I suppose.
I'd like you to vote.
And
Would a gift change your mind?
certainly, for a few thousand denarii.
You sure won't break the golden rule? Yep.
Well, that's a shame. Very well.
Wait, he said a few thousand denarii? How much do I have? I have 2,000. Is 2,000 not enough? 2,000 is not enough for this dude. Okay, so we just gotta bribe this dude to vote for, If we could bribe this dude to vote for Sentius, we should be set. So... Aha, yep, a little bit of election rigging going on here tonight. Yep. It's not the right one. This one. There should be some more dinars here. Then I think there's also a chest underwater, right? 500. Okay. There's a chest right there. Let's grab this one. 126. Totally fine. Where else has a free chest? Where else has a free chest? Can't think of anywhere else with a free chest. But we have, I believe, 3,000 now. 3,000 dinars. I hope that's more than enough to convince you to vote for, you know, Rufius. Who are you gonna vote for?
Sentius.
Anything I can do to change that?
No.
Alright, well, he's not gonna be... I need to rig the election.
Whatever's in that great temple up there on the bluff, I bet it's worth a...
Shiny.
Okay.
Salve.
What's your story?
There's not much to tell. I mostly just...
How did you end up here?
About 8 months ago. My pa had just... I spent the next week... after about a day. I remember...
You don't really have anything interesting. I'm sorry to hear that.
It's nice of you to say.
I should probably stop skipping dialogue.
Sympathy. Lots of people here need it more than I do.
Do you know way out of here?
What? You've been here a few moments and you're desperate to get out already?
Technically, we've been here longer than a few moments.
Before you try to leave. Good people here. Galerius works hard on the farm so I can put food. My friend Georgius is always mending our clothes. Well, I'm just saying.
Fair enough. What do you think?
I
like your optimism.
Thanks. And I like your teeth. They're so... And I'm sure he'd love to chat. He'll be just across...
Alright. Well, you don't really help me out here, so... Okay, I have 3,000 dinars. I hope that's enough to, convince you.
Hello there, friend.
Alright, who are you voting for? Like you to vote for Galerius. Would a gift change your mind? Alright. Here's 3,000 denarii.
Can I help you with anything else?
How we going now? Okay. We're rigging the election. The election is getting rigged tonight. Alright, let's talk to the priestess. Get this thing going. I just needed one vote. Alright. Status the election.
It'll be between... Why do you...
Can we start it now?
I'm planning to...
Holding it, yep.
Very well. Citizens, it is time.
Get this thing going.
Let us meet to elect our magistrate.
Get this vote going. I got your vote, right? 3,000 dinars, that's enough to rig the election. I can't believe I'm rigging elections here. I'm rigging an election. 3,000 dinars, that's more than enough to get your vote, I think. Yeah. Sounds great, right? Let's see who else is voting. Ophius. And then this dude, obviously, because I bought his vote. Virgil. You know, I don't think I've ever dealt with Virgil before. I think we should have the, we should have all the votes that we need. We should have all the votes that we need, I hope. I mean, Rufius, I believe we should be able to get his vote as well. Georgius, obviously. Decius, I bought his vote. Ophius is obviously gonna vote for us, cause, yeah. I think we got this in the bag. I think we got this in the bag. Horatius.
Citizens, We have a quorate body of voters gathered here to elect the city's magistrate.
Yeah, lots of voters here today.
Candidates are Sextus Sentius Imperiosus and late nominee Gallus Galerius Helver. Marcus Malleolus Gurges withdrew his candidacy earlier today. As agreed, we shall dispense with ballots and candidates will abstain from voting. Let's make this quick. As I say your name, call your vote. I'll start with you, Horatius.
Sentius, of course.
Yeah, of course you vote for Sentius.
Galerius. He saved the life of my dear friend Fabia.
Yeah.
Decius,
Galerius.
Yeah.
Virgil,
Sentius.
Ulpius,
Galerius, the man who saved my life.
Rufius,
The man who treated
Yeah.
magnetism.
Even though I bought one of the votes.
you have made your decision. Your new magistrate is Gallus Galerius Helver.
What?
It has been decided. Magistrate Galerius, would you like to
Oh.
I just want to say, this isn't something I ever wanted. Now that you put your trust in me, I'm going to do everything I can not to let you down. I'll need some time to put together a list of the changes I want to make around here. But I promise
All right.
there will be changes. My first order is that Dooley is to be freed. Horatius, release him from his cell immediately. Please. Wait, do I need to say please? I suppose not. That's it. You can all get on with your day. Nothing else to see here. Move along.
So far, so good. Yeah. How's that, Sentius?
We're finally alone.
We've had this conversation.
Wait, if I understand, I must have interrupted. Is that about
We've had this conversation too.
the brat?
What happens now that you're no longer magistrate?
It won't be long before the golden rule. I dare say it won't affect.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, let's go ahead and get Dooley out of here. Yeah.
Sorry it took so long, my friend. And it wouldn't have happened at all if it wasn't for a newcomer. So be sure to offer your thanks when you can.
Now give me that plaque.
I will. Thank you, Galerius. I'm so happy.
I'd love to stay and chat, but I've got a lot of work ahead of me. Why don't you go to the baths? Then tell Georgius I said you could have some new clothes. Then I want you to go home and rest.
Aha.
I'll speak with you soon, Dooley.
Now, Dooley, if you don't mind.
Hello?
Yes, that's me.
It is you. Thank you.
You're welcome,
You
Dooley.
have my shiny plaque. if
Ah,
you want.
it's
And maybe
exactly
you
what I
can find
wanted.
My treasure. My friend Hannibal used to look after
I don't really care for your treasure.
He said he always would. But then he died. But before that, he told me
I did.
what was in there.
No, but I learned some very important things in there, and I think they might help us
I'm
even more.
Confused.
It is precious, just not in the way we thought. Don't worry, Dooley.
Alright. I trust you. Oh, look over there.
Oh god, he's gonna start stealing shit again.
Shining. Is it treasure? Maybe it is treasure. I can see it for myself. So pretty. And it's just lying out here in the open. Maybe nobody wants it anymore. Maybe no one will mind if I just...
The many shall
fucking knew it.
suffer for the sins of the one.
Time to get the fuck out of here. Alright. That's it. One more time loop. Fucking Dolly. God damn it, Dolly. Come on, come on, come on. Thank you. Alright, one final time loop. Here we go. This is it. I think this is it. I think this is it. The final loop. Alright, we don't need you to be magistrate anymore. Alright. Do that.
What? I don't...
You, go do your thing. Good. And then, I'm gonna go this way. Alright. I have all the plaques. I have all 4 plaques. Sumerian plaque, Egyptian plaque, the Greek plaque, and the Roman plaque. We have all of them. We should now be able to get ourselves that audience with PLUTO, aka Hades, aka Osiris, aka Nagao.
So, welcome.
I'm feeling a bit on the edge, yep.
You're not on. Well, we've all been. I used to lay awake. I still.
How we going now?
Right, well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it
Don't do it, Orpheus.
Oh no. No. No, 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 no. Orpheus, what?
That's the...
What?
Why do you...
Please.
I'm sorry.
Please, help him.
You... Well, you don't... It's too... If I back... No, I am out. Wherever you are.
Alright, well, whatever. Let him die. It's fine.
Sorry.
Orpheus, no!
It's fine.
I'll have to let... And I...
Alright, well, I mean, that's not really... I don't really care for that. I'm just here for this. There we go. I'm missing a piece. I'm missing a piece. Was I supposed to pick up the tablet? I think I might have forgotten to pick up the tablet. How far back can I load? I think I've forgotten to pick up the tablet. How far back is the next autosave? I'm hoping it's this. Yeah, we're save's going right now. Please, please, please let this...
Then I want you to go home and rest. I'll speak with you soon, Dooley.
Oh, thank fuck, we're over here. We met before.
Thank...
You're welcome.
You can have... Maybe my friend had...
I did.
What would...
Yep. And it's fresh. Yep.
Maybe it is...
Hey, give me that plaque, give me that plaque.
I could see it for myself.
Go, 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 go. It's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to go. Thank you for the like, Victor!
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Alright, we're waiting on Cynthius now. We're waiting on Cynthius now. Now this is gonna be the final time skip. I hope. Come on, Cynthius. Do your thing. Do your thing, Cynthius. Thank you. Send me back in time. There we go. Now it's gonna be the final time skip. I can't believe I forgot to pick up the plaque. I can't believe I screwed that up. Okay. Alright. Alright, here you go. And that. And that. And this one. That's it. Now go as quickly as you can and do what you want. It's no longer my problem. Alright. Now that I have all 4 plaques, Now that I have all 4 plaques this time, we should be able to get ourselves that audience with Pluto now. Alright, Pluto, I'm coming to talk to you. We're getting out of this underworld, yo. We're getting out of this underworld. One, a 2, a 3, a 4. Here we go. Here we go. Alright. I'm gonna drop a hard save right here. We're about to get ourselves that audience with Pluto. Here we go. This is... Pluto, fodder of riches, grant me an audience. Pluto! I've come to bargain! Hades, Lord of the Many, grant me an audience. I feel like I may have screwed up. Osiris, Lord of Silence, grant me an audience. And finally, Nergal, the Fierce One, grant me an audience. What the fuck? Why is it all futuristic? The heck? Why is it all futuristic looking? This is not ancient looking at all. Why are we in space? Why are we in... How did we go from ancient Roman into space? How advanced were the Romans? I don't remember the Romans ever having access to this ancient technology. Okay! Okay! These statues still looking... You know, I wasn't expecting to be in space, but we are apparently in space. Oh my god, is the god of death? Oh my god, the god of death. The god of death is probably, it's aliens, isn't it? Oh my god, our gods are aliens! Our Roman gods are aliens!
And here you are.
Yes.
Allow me to introduce myself. As you have already gathered, I've been known by many names.
Yes.
Nergal to the Sumerians, Osiris to the Egyptians, Hades to the Greeks, and Pluto to the Romans. But the one constant through it all has been my title.
God of the Underworld.
And I've been watching you with curiosity, mortal, ever since your arrival. You are unlike the others, aren't you? And what is more, you carry a weapon that was never intended for mortals to wield, and you do it so brazenly. But there will be time for your reckoning later. First, as a reward for undoing the desecration of my obelisk.
Alright.
I will allow you to satisfy your curiosity. Ask what you will.
What's your story,
My story
God of the
is
Underworld?
many thousands of years long. You will need to be more
Oh god.
What do you wish to know?
Everything. You're a god.
It is a matter of perspective. God is a label I was given by you mortals, not one I gave myself. Your ancestors revered me because to them, My knowledge and technology made me incomprehensibly powerful, just as you might seem so to an insect. But despite all that,
So, are you an
there are
alien?
rules even I must obey.
Are you an alien? Why do you look and sound like a man?
King and I all adopted this form long ago, so that we might better
Okay,
understand
I think he's an alien. I think the god of the underworld might be an alien, guys.
the delights it affords. Desire, joy, ecstasy, even rage and sorrow, while an
All right.
acquired taste can be addictive.
Oh god. May I see your true form?
No. Long ago I swore to Persephone that I would remain in this form for as long as we remained among your kind.
I want to see your true form, though. And I'm guessing the woman on your left is probably
This is my beloved.
Or not.
Like me, she has been known by many names. Ereshkigal to the Sumerians, Isis to the Egyptians, Persephone to the Greeks, and Persephone to the Romans.
Alright, so
Or
she's
perhaps
Persephone.
You might know her as the goddess of springtime, the cycle of life and renewal.
Huh.
Your gaze lingers too long.
Oh. I want to look at her more.
That is my servant. You would have met by the river, though she wears many faces.
It's Karen.
And goes by many names. Kumutabal to the Sumerians, Kirti to the Egyptians, Charon to the Greeks, and Charon to the Romans.
It's
Her role is to
Karen.
fold souls between the mortal world and
The memes.
and to make their transition as seamless as possible.
Of course,
For
Karen
that,
would
she
be...
earned herself the infamous, if erroneous, moniker, the Ferryman. You will talk more later. For now, ask your question.
Okay. Let's talk about something
As you
else.
wish.
What is this
It has
place?
come to be known simply as the Underworld. And it
Yeah, we're in
exists
space,
because of
so
a
wouldn't
wager
be...
made
like...
long ago.
Would the underworld actually make sense? What was the wager you
That
made?
is a long story. One that began over 3,000 years ago and continues to this day. You see, long ago, my kin and I set out from our home on Elysium to search for other forms of life among the
So you are
We
aliens!
discovered your planet and witnessed your kind evolving from primates into something lawless.
Oh yeah, what's going on, Louis Cheese? How you doing, dude?
But destroyed
So-
themselves. Your two
So the Roman gods, the Greek gods, the Egyptian gods, the Sumerian gods, they're all aliens. Everything is aliens.
It would be squandered without
Aliens.
intervention and stewardship. So we revealed ourselves to your people in a place called...
What is this Michael Bay stuff?
We offered guidance in agriculture.
You'd expect this as a plot of like one of the Michael Bay Transformer movies or something.
But soon you were too young for us to oversee.
It was
As
aliens.
you spread from that cradle of civilization, we saw something disturbing. We had sown the seeds of dependency and confusion, and soon you returned to your old ways of violence and ignorance, this time in our name. My kin had seen enough. Gave up.
So basically, war was fought because of aliens.
Scarcely more than animals.
It wasn't about religion. It was about aliens.
Our whole world, a utopia unspoilt by conflict and unimaginable in its beauty. But my Persephone could not bear to abandon your kind without guidance, and knowing it would force the rest of us to leave her behind, she made an extraordinary sacrifice. She gave up her immortality to descend permanently to the ranks of humankind.
Why?
And so she began her inescapable trajectory toward death. Horrified, I acted swiftly. I placed her in suspended animation in a deep frozen sleep to prevent age and sickness from claiming her. And then I
Why?
pleaded with Persephone's father, who the Romans called Jupiter, to bring her with us to Elysium. It was and is my hope that once there, we might one day learn to undo what she has done to herself. But he refused.
So Persephone said to hell with being an alien, she wants to be a human. That's basically what I'm getting from this.
Worthy of ascension to Elysium, and no exceptions would be made. But seeing that I was aggrieved, He proposed a wager, the terms of which were as follows. If even one human city could prove itself capable of living without sin a single year,
yeah, right.
then the Serpenter and all of humanity would be permitted to join us in Elysium. My part would be to remain behind, the last of my kind, to watch over you, without interfering, and to sit in silent judgment.
Yeah, it's just unfortunately there's always going to be sin. To be fair, sin is subjective. Everybody's got their own moral values and their own definitions of sin.
So that I might
some more twisted than others, you know, but
Thor, my goddess of springtime. And here I am, after all this time, still waiting.
Alright, and who's your kin?
Gods who, like me, have been known by many names, but perhaps you knew them by their Roman names. Our leader Jupiter, as well as Neptune, Saturn, Juno, Minerva, Mars, Venus, Apollo, Diana, Vulcan, Vesta, Ceres, and of course, my beloved Proserpina.
Who built the city?
As the first wave of your kind arrived from Sumer, I had them build a city in their own fashion, so that they might be comfortable and recreate their lives here. I had them build the entrance as a vertical shaft leading to baths, to cleanse them of the sins of their former lives, and to prevent escape. I watched wave after wave of Sumerians arrive, and as their civilization declined over the centuries, they were replaced by Egyptians. Of course, believing themselves to be the superior civilization, the Egyptians promptly built over what had been built before, and made all the same mistakes. After another 1,000 years, the Greeks began to arrive.
Civilization. That definitely sounds like civilization.
The same thing. They built upon the underworlds of their predecessors, renamed their gods, and ensured their foundations were forgotten.
Okay, how did you decide who comes
To
here?
ensure the wager was fair, it was important that my subjects were chosen at random. To this end, I had my servant distribute
Random.
1,000 tokens fashioned from silver, a rare element at the time, across all of Sumer. Whoever died while in possession of one of them would be located by my servant.
Did we have silver on us when we died?
Memory of how they arrived. As the tokens were discovered, they were traded, smelted, and fashioned into trinkets, and eventually coins, spreading to Egypt like seeds on the wind. Later, when they spread to Greece, they would come to be known as Charon's oboe, or as coins for the ferryman. Some placed coins in the mouths of their dead, hoping they would awaken here, though they had no way of knowing which coins were fashioned from the original tokens. In fact, almost all of the tokens are accounted for, only 2 remain. And so after this wave destroys itself, as it is destined to do,
Alright.
your kind will have squandered the last of its potential to ascend beyond this rock, and Proserpina's along with it.
So what was the token that I had then?
It is a regrettable story. One of the first men who came to this place was a king of Sumer and a troublemaker. To be rid of him,
Listen, man, I'm just here for the mystery.
On the condition that my servant erased his memories of this place. But the erasure did not take completely, and he told stories of this place as if describing memories of a dream.
And that's how the underworld came to be.
To writing, which came to be known as the Epic of Gilgamesh, and his words were twisted and distorted over generations. Later, the Egyptians would adapt Sumer's stories of the underworld, making them wildly intricate and labyrinthine. Their Book of the Dead and Book of Gates bore less and less resemblance to this place in their priests' pursuit of profit. Then, when
Sounds
the
like
Greeks
religion.
began to arrive, they proved far more cunning, and in a series of incidents that will not be repeated, 5 of them escaped. A warrior named Heracles, 2 kings named Sisyphus and Theseus, a poet named Orpheus, and a Trojan named Aeneas. They each told embellished tales of this place, how to get here, and how to escape. And so from Sumer to Egypt, Greece to Rome, your kind has always told each other stories about this place, though each story contained only a seed of truth.
Alright, interesting. Are you responsible for the Golden
That is
Rule?
merely the name your people have given to it, but yes.
So you turn humans into gold statues.
That is a story dating back to the very first wave. After the Sumerians finished building their city, the self-declared ruler threw a banquet to celebrate. Now this man was unmarried, and many women were vying to become his wife. Prestigious position of power and influence in a new world. Of all the women, 2 were particularly ambitious. Both were beautiful, and both arrived at the banquet wearing eye-catching dresses and painted faces, their hair woven in elaborate fashion. The first woman, recognizing that she would require an advantage to win the ruler's affection, draped herself in jewelry, ornate necklaces, bracelets, and rings fashioned from gold. Seeing this ostentatious display, the second woman grew envious, for she had no such jewelry at her disposal. She prayed aloud to any gods that would listen to cover her in gold. And when her prayer went unanswered, she took matters into her own hands. While the others indulged at the banquet, the second woman summoned the first for a discussion in a quiet place.
And let me guess, she stabbed her.
That nobody was watching, pushed her rival from the top of the ziggurat, where she broke her neck on the rocks below.
And you didn't like that.
And I decided to answer her prayer. I took the golden bow left behind by Diana, and I shot that woman in the heart, covering her from head to toe in a layer of molten gold. And I left her to stand there, that she might serve as a grim reminder of what befalls those who sin in my domain. But that was
so
not enough, for the entire city was tainted by her sin, and the wager could no longer be won.
So you just keep on doing this over and over and over again until you can finally get a city that doesn't sin.
To make way for a
Why? Okay, well, I guess for your true your love, Persephone, or whatever the hell her name is now, Isis, I think, right? At least that's what the Egyptians called her. And crap, what did the Greeks call her? Diana or something? Is it? No.
Witness to and lament the folly of your kind for eternity.
I don't know. Old school hero. All right. Let's see. So you're responsible for destroying all these lives. Would you really consider trapping them a second chance at life?
You force my hand, bringing terrible suffering upon yourselves. And so you ask,
I wonder if he knows I'm from the future.
Your lives. And I say, no. You destroy yourselves. I am merely the means by which you do it.
I wonder the whole like time traveling spell the magistrate Centius used. Is it just him opening up a time portal? I mean, I'm pretty sure these aliens are super advanced enough to have discovered time travel already.
When my kin departed, they left behind many relics which I inherited. A consolation prize of sorts. The golden bow originally belonged to one of my kin, who the Romans called Diana. As my collection of golden statues grew, I chose the most ferocious among them, and equipped them each with a duplicate of her bow, and tasked them with hunting down the Forsaken at my behest.
Okay, so that's why all the statues go crazy when somebody sins. Okay, what do you consider a sin?
I've always considered that the cornerstone of morality is the ability to determine right from wrong on one's own. No attempt to lay out rules like your Code of Hammurabi or 12 Tables of the Roman Republic can ever cover all possible scenarios. This should come as no surprise to you, since the core principle has been expressed in many forms by many of your civilizations. The Egyptians made a rudimentary attempt with do to the doer to make him do. The Greeks refined it with avoid doing what you would blame others for doing. The Roman Stoics added, treat your inferior as you would wish your superior to treat you. Even the so-called cultists hiding among you often say, Do unto others as
I
you would
mean-
have them do unto you. It is the simplest of concepts, and each one of you is born with the faculties required to apply it to any situation. Yet none of the peoples who express this
I like how the aliens themselves are even calling the Christians in this game cultists. It doesn't seem like okay. Yet none of the people who express this rules were able to uphold it. Curious, is it not? That principle is not as easy to apply as it sounds. Doesn't seem like you've been upholding it.
Enough. You clearly know nothing.
Okay, well, I may have pissed him off. I may have pissed off the god of the underworld. Or should I call him the alien of the underworld? How do you know when people sin?
I'm able to commune with all of the statues in the city. Their ears are my ears, and their eyes are my eyes.
Okay. Is whatever
If
is...
she was still conscious, I suppose she could, but she's not. Why do you ask?
No reason at all.
Question.
I have seen some terrible things here that you didn't consider a sin. How could you let that
You
happen?
plan to speak in sweeping generalizations, or are you going to give me an example?
Suicide.
I've seen no such thing, but in any case, taking one's own life is a self-directed act.
Yeah, why would suicide not be
It is
considered a
one
sin?
that is done to others, however they may be affected by it. Therefore, it cannot be said that one who commits suicide has done anything unto others.
Seems like an extremely literal interpretation of the rule.
This rule always requires us to interpret the meaning of the words. The literal
Who made this guy
interpretation
judge,
helps
jury, and
minimize the
executioner?
ambiguities of your primitive language.
If our language is full, doesn't that make the rule inheriting? Yep. Yep.
Supposing you're right, then my law has been broken, and I should turn you all to gold immediately. Is that what you want?
Of course not.
Now tell me, what other sins do you believe I have overlooked?
Price gouging for life-saving medicine, scam, debt bondage, abduction. Price gouging.
Merchant, how is that inconsistent with the rule I've outlined?
You wouldn't want someone else to demand an outrageous price. Yep.
I disagree. Having watched this merchant, that is precisely what he would expect from others, and he would be quite capable of paying the price anyway.
He keeps stealing his shit.
Applying this rule always requires speculation to some degree.
So you're
It requires us to
speculating
ask what
on
another
what
person
a
would
sin
want if they
would
found
technically
themselves
be?
in
That doesn't sound fair, buddy.
Not if we're wise enough to know the mind of man.
Are you wise? I mean...
Supposing you're right, then my law has been broken, and I should turn you all to gold.
No.
Now tell me.
A scam.
Ah, the townkeeper, yes. How is that inconsistent with the rule?
She wouldn't want someone else to sell her hemlock. Yep.
I disagree. Having watched that tavern keeper, that is precisely what she would expect from others. She would view it as a game, one she intends to win.
He's just gonna keep. Yep.
Now tell me.
Debt
You
bondage.
speak of the moneylender. How is that inconsistent with the rule?
He wouldn't want to be trapped in a 30-year labor contract.
He would
Yep.
never have signed a contract pledging his labor for 30 years. All he did was enforce the terms of a contract signed voluntarily by others.
The whole concept of debt bondage, like slavery, is unethical. It's illegal under international law from where I'm from.
Ignoring
Yep.
your irritating sense of moral superiority. This is interesting. I'm curious. How do people escape poverty where you're from?
It's customary to take out a loan to buy a house, and in some places to pay for an
I see.
education.
And how long might it take such a person to repay their debt?
It depends. Typically decades, sometimes their entire
I fail
life.
to see how your system of loans is significantly different to a debt bondsman signing over his labor for 30 years.
It's not the same thing.
Suppose.
Okay.
Now tell me.
Experiments on the golden
Midwife of the
statues.
Palace, yes. How is that inconsistent with the rule?
I mean,
the rule is do unto others, meaning other people. Those statues are something else now. Bloodless shadows, mere shapes of their former selves.
I mean, wouldn't they still
They
be
are forsaken.
people?
What happens to them is no concern of mine.
Okay.
Now tell me.
Abduction.
Abduction? You mean the magistrate imprisoning his daughter in the cistern, I take it. He did so because she sought to escape. A sin I take particularly seriously.
Why would escaping be a sin?
From escaping, albeit brutishly, then I have to wipe out this entire city to punish her. Wouldn't you agree?
I disagree with that. Oh god. No, never mind. Don't turn anybody to God. It's no wonder people say the gods are cruel. This just shows how unreliable and subjective your moral code is. You're no better at judging right from wrong than any human.
Do you honestly think you could do better?
No, but that's my point. Nobody's grasp of right and wrong is so perfect they can be trusted with all this power. You become a
I
tyrant.
should strike you down for that.
Yeah, the god of the underworld is and if you did, you'd be proving my point.
Now, did you have any other...
Yes, let's play it chill. Let's not piss off the god of the underworld.
Very well.
That's all the questions I had.
And now it is time for your reckoning.
My reckoning?
Only, it seems, something is wrong.
What?
It has long been within my power to see to the hearts of mortals and weigh their deeds in life. But...
I've had many lives.
I see only a blank slate. As if you did not exist until you appeared in this city. How is this possible?
Because I'm from the future.
Where did you find this one?
I do not remember ferrying you. How did you come here?
I'm from the future.
If true, then I sense the intervention of someone powerful.
How did you come to be in this time, mortal? Who brought you here?
We cannot know.
I was hoping you could tell me.
Do not know. My kin departed long ago, and Proserpina has slumbered for 3,000 years.
Shouldn't you know this as the god of the underworld?
Mortal. Enough of this. It seems I will need to put your reckoning on hold for now. But answer this. Why have you come here? What is it you seek?
I'd like you to put an end to the golden rule.
Your hubris is amusing, so I will allow you to make your case. But I warn you, if you anger me or waste my time with...
Wait, so it wasn't Karen that brought us here? So, wait, it was Proserpina? What? Wait,
So,
huh?
tell me, why should I put an end to the so-called golden rule?
If you're doing this for love, you should know that Proserpina doesn't love you. How can you expect us to live without sin if you can't do it yourself? The golden rule is corrupting the city and ensuring you'll never win the wager. If you're doing this for love, you should know that Proserpina doesn't... How can you expect us to live without sin?
That is a very serious accusation, mortal. What sin have I committed? What evidence do you have to support it?
Crap. We gotta play this cool. Otherwise, we're gonna get struck down by the god of the underworld here. Crap. Maybe that wasn't... You know what? Let me change my argument.
Very well. How so? And be specific. You have made a grave allegation, and I expect you to back it up. True. I have witnessed him doing that.
Rufius has become so paranoid that he's jumping at shadows.
He is a volatile and confused fellow, that one.
Aurelia, something.
I admit, I have grown disturbed watching her.
And Malleus.
His cruelty does seem to grow greater by the day. If you're right, my involvement has corrupted the very thing I sought to observe impartially. But if I were to accept that, are you telling me these humans could coexist peacefully without theft or violence?
Humans,
How
yeah.
so? And how is that working for you?
Where I'm from, 2,000 years in the future, it's working pretty well. On average, life expectancies are climbing, crime rates declining.
So you say, and yet your world is still imperfect.
Nothing is ever perfect, buddy.
You have spoken eloquently, and yet, if what you say is true, it follows that my wager was fatally flawed from the beginning. But that would mean Jupiter, Proserpina's father, who knew more about you than anyone, was to wager I could never win. Why would he do that? Perhaps. But if that was so, surely I would have sensed his deception. How could I have been so blind for so long? Your words sting me, mortal. But perhaps it is what I deserve. As difficult as this is to admit, I have suspected as much for a long time now. And I cannot deny it any longer. I've been so fixated on taking my beloved to Elysium that every time one of you sinned, it wore away my hope of being with her again. In time, I began to despise your kind for making her believe that you could ever be better than you are. But my rage was not born of malice. Quite the opposite.
Yes. The god of the underworld is emitting things to us.
Who knew this empathy of yours, which you celebrate so much?
Yeah, just call me Axe-Hack, Master Negotiator.
This has gone on too long.
No, don't. If there's ever anything that needs a negotiator, don't call me. I will make everything go terribly wrong. Hey, achievements! Silver tongue achievement unlocked. It's not recording the overlay, so you can't see it. But hey, we got it. Why can't we go to Elysium?
So would violate the rules of my sacred agreement with Jupiter, and you would receive a hostile reception. The best I can do is return you to the land of the living.
Sounds good enough for me.
Make arrangements to ferry the others. But as for you, be aware you will be separated from the rest.
Hey, listen.
Once this exodus begins, the events that brought you to this moment will never have taken place. And you have created a paradox.
It's another way to create a paradox.
It is difficult to predict, but that is the risk you have taken by interfering in the natural flow of time. Now, are you ready?
Alright.
Farewell, mortal.
Don't you dare delete my memory. I think we did it. We saved the town. I think we did it. Alworth.
Oh.
Hey, Al.
Hi there. Give me a bit of a fright. Thought I was in here alone. I'm Al.
Al Worf, I came in here to find you.
I am. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Know who you are. I barely remember how I got here myself. Oh, did that lady in the forest send you in here after me? I guess I lost track of time, learning about the history of this place, and it is extraordinary.
He doesn't remember he was time looping.
You and I are the first people to set foot in this city for about 2,000 years. Fortunately for us, the last person in here was a Roman man named Galerius, who inscribed an account into a tablet. Apparently, there was a community of 20-something people trapped in here, and living in fear of a curse they called the Golden Rule. They believed that if even one person sinned, an unknown god would cast them all into gold, like the 1,000 people who'd lived here before them. Then, one day, just as Galerius had finished praying for a good harvest at the shrine of Proserpina, an oracle appeared and told him how to solve the ills of the city, like saving the life of a dying woman, forging an assassination.
You're talking about me.
Meanwhile, the oracle walked up to the temple of the mysterious god, this one right here, and demanded an audience. And the doors just opened up to her. Nobody knows what went on in there, but Galerius wrote the oracle must have been more persuasive than Odysseus.
Yeah, we were persuasive enough to to persuade a god.
Out over the city. The many have suffered long enough. Unfortunately, Galerius' account just sort of stops after that, leaving a lot of questions unanswered. What became of him and the other people who lived here? What happened to all the golden statues? And did this mysterious oracle single-handedly undo the curse that had terrorized people for hundreds of years?
I did. I think I did. Ah, that was me.
What? Oh.
I'm dead serious, Al.
You were serious. Anyway, I think I found a way out through the aqueduct that brought water into the city. Follow me.
Alright. We've saved the city. We've escaped from the city. There it is. Sweet, sweet freedom. He's just boarding the place up. He's like, yeah, making sure nobody else goes in here ever again.
Let me pause here for a moment and make sure nobody else has ever lured into this temple.
Good idea.
Go on ahead. I'll be there soon.
You know, if anybody else comes by, they could just tear us down and just walk right in. Like this isn't gonna stop. Like a wooden board, a 2x, like just hammering a 2x4 onto the door. That's not really gonna stop anybody, you know. All right, we're back in the future. Oh man. Do I still have all my goods? Nope, I don't have any of my goods anymore. All of the items I had back then, all gone. Because we've created a time paradox and it was like we've never entered, the past. And there's that Karen again.
You're back! But you're alone. Does that mean you didn't find Al?
Oh, Al is here. I found him. He'll be here in a moment.
What a relief. Thank you so much. I was beginning to think you'd both become trapped in there. Why don't you tell me what you discovered while we wait?
I discovered you're not who you said you were. I remember meeting you 2,000 years ago.
I see. I thought you might. Well, now you know. I suppose you have questions.
Who are you, really?
You can just call me Charon, if you like.
But you're not Charon.
I'm sorry I was not completely honest with you when we first met. I do not enjoy deceiving people. Believe me, I do not. But I have learned, from 5,000 years of experience, that most people find comfort in familiarity, in gradual change, and coming to see the truth in their own time.
What truth is that?
Well, you died, of course. You were dead when I brought you here.
Wait, so we really are dead?
As the servant of the god of the underworld, has always been to assist the chosen to cross the threshold from the land of the living to the land of the dead.
How did I die?
Usually, when people do not remember how they died.
So wait, we're dead?
It is because
We're
they suffered
what?
a terrible trauma.
What?
Most souls would rather not remember. Ask yourself honestly, do you really want to know?
But we're dead? I
As
do.
you wish. You were murdered.
Of course.
You were exploring an old tomb when you discovered a cache of forgotten relics, including 2 silver coins of ancient origin. Unfortunately, as you emerged into daylight, you were set upon by 2 thieves. A nearby hiker saw the scuffle break out and leapt to your aid, trying to help you recover your bounty. You both fought bravely, but your assailants were armed, and you were not. There was nothing you or your ally could have done. He died instantly at the scene, and you followed a few hours later. That man's name was Al.
Wait, so we're still dead?
You were each in possession of a sacred coin, called Carolyn's Opal by some. And so it was my duty to bring you here.
PLUTO said the coins Al and I had were the last in existence. What does that mean for you?
It means I am now bereft of purpose. There is nobody else to ferry here. Nobody to keep you company. After 5,000 years, the underworld has finally run its course.
What's so special about these
Perhaps
coins?
you have heard the tales of the Greeks and Romans burying their dead with a coin in their mouths to pay the ferryman for passage across the river. Well, those stories contained a seed of truth, but not any coin would do. A long time ago, my master created 1,000 silver coins and had me distribute them across the world. My orders were simple. Whenever a person died in possession of a coin, I was to locate them and ferry them here.
Huh. PLUTO mentioned that my coin was the last in existence. What?
It means
Okay, we've been through there already. Can you return us to the land of the living?
Point in keeping you here. But I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now.
She's like, yeah, let's not tell this to Al, yep.
You were gone so long I thought I'd never see you again.
Kinda lost track of time in there. You wouldn't believe what we found. The ruins of a long-forgotten city. And there was a tablet describing an oracle who confronted a god and undid an ancient curse.
And I was that oracle.
Story. And I look forward to hearing all about it. But
She knows all about it already.
Exhausted. Why don't you hop in my boat and rest while I ferry you back to civilization?
Sounds good to me.
And you? Are you ready to go home?
Alright. Lead the way. 1 year later. In a museum. 1 year later in a museum. What are we looking at here? Currently exhibiting ancient Rome, ancient Greece, ancient Egypt, and Sumer. Of course. Is this Mr. Alworth over here?
Hey,
Oh, of
you
course
made
it is. It's
Great
Mr.
to see you
Alworth again.
I read your book, and what the critics said about it. I guess they weren't ready for your theories about the underworld.
Why, about it being an alien
After
spaceship?
everything you've been through, I thought you might appreciate some good news. So after we got back to the real world, I started doing some research into the people mentioned in Galerius' tablet, and I found something strange. I'm sorry I've been so cryptic. I've been dying to tell you, I just really wanted you to see this for yourself. Why don't you head on down there? I'll catch up with
Is
you
it
at
a
the other
statue of me? Please tell me they erected a statue of me. Ancient Roman statue and unknown man and an inscrutable blah blah blah. Okay.
You're finally here. Remember me?
What? How the fuck did you travel into the, what? What?
It's a crazy story. After you disappeared, Karen appeared and told us she was returning us to the world. Even gave us some coins to help us start our lives over. Only, for some reason, she returned us to your world instead of ours. Anyway, I know we only ever had that one conversation, and I wasn't even sure if you'd remember me.
Huh?
I wanted to say thanks for freeing us from the underworld and giving us a second chance at life.
Okay, wait. So basically I saved the entire town, but they're not in ancient Rome anymore. They're now in 2021. What? I'm just gonna say it must have been a major culture shock for them to find out that they've all been transported into the future. Like it was probably like freaking Captain America, like getting defrosted or something and finding out he's like in freaking like. Seriously, like if you were from ancient Rome and you were like spending your time in the underworld and all that stuff, and all of a sudden, you know, some random stranger from the future comes, saves your asses, gets you out of the underworld, and all of a sudden you find yourself like freaking 2,000 years in the future. Like, would you not go crazy about like, wait, what?
Oh, I used Karen's gift to buy a farm in Umbria. Got a villa on it too, with enough room for Dooley, of course.
Oh, so you're taking care of Dooley.
But I sleep soundly every night. I'm finally my own man, and I wouldn't change it.
I'm gonna be honest, it feels a little bit weird seeing him in a white collared.
I can't believe my luck either. But we're engaged and living together. We're planning to get married.
Fucking,
if you're gonna be around, we'd love to see you there.
You know what? Sure, I'll come to your wedding. Absolutely.
There's a whole museum full of people waiting for a chance to thank you. So you better keep moving. We'll speak again soon, my friend.
What the hell? What in the actual?
Oh, hello.
It's you.
There she is.
I bought them all into the future. This is the most confusingest thing ever. I'm gonna be very. I'm on. Okay.
You're here. It's lovely to finally meet
You met me 2,000 years ago.
About you. So, you're the hero who somehow vanquished the last of the Roman gods. As I'm a priestess, you realize you've put me out of
You'll be fine.
I'm just teasing. Actually, and it still feels a little sacrilegious to say this, I'm finding life after religion quite enjoyable.
Probably because you're in the freaking future now.
Galerius and I are engaged and expecting.
Oh.
We've just bought a lovely villa in the countryside with room for a large family. And Dooley too, of course.
I'm surprised you're
The world has just opened up for us. There's so much to learn, and so many more possibilities for our children than we ever imagined. We're just so thankful for what
because you're in the freaking future now.
all of us.
How's Livia?
Oh, it's sweet of you to ask. She recovered nicely. In fact, she's here somewhere, if you'd like to ask her yourself. See you at the wedding, I hope.
I'm still a little bit dumbfounded by why they are in the future.
There she is.
Dooley.
Hello. I'm Dooley.
Yes, we met 2,000 years ago.
Galerius said you're very nice and a big helper. Thank you for getting us out of the bad place.
I
didn't know.
I don't even know what the hell is going on anymore. What are you doing? Yup.
I live at Galerius and Equitia's house. They look after me now and help me remember when I forget things, like brushing my teeth.
I'm sorry you never found your treasure.
Oh, I forgot about that. I like my box now. Galerius got me a box that tells stories. It's my favourite thing.
Sounds like a TV. Story boxes are great, aren't they? Yep.
They're fun.
It was good to see. Okay.
It's you.
I'm just slightly confused as to why.
Hello.
Hi there.
Okay.
You're the Oracle, right? Oh, of course. Sorry. And I never got a chance to thank you for telling Galerius how to save my life. And of course, getting me and all of us out of a terrible situation. Oh, I barely recognize myself. I'm living in a house share in London with my wonderful girlfriend. And I'm studying English at university. Eventually, I want to travel the world and write about it. Turns out, it's about 30 times bigger than the Roman Empire ever was. Did you know there are entire continents Rome never knew existed? And you can travel almost anywhere in an aircraft, which is rather like flying on a Pegasus, but much more comfortable. Oh, sorry, you already know all that, of course. I'm just so excited.
You know,
There's so much to see and learn and write about.
I really expected these ancient Romans to be more, culture shocked. Ancient Rome doesn't exist anymore. You'd be like, yo, what the hell? Why is there no more ancient Rome? What? What is that big giant machine with wheels?
I have noticed people from your time have no idea how fortunate they are. I hope to change that. One day.
What happened to Malleolus and Claudia?
Last I heard, Malleolus kept insisting he was the last rightful ruler of the Roman Empire, and wound up being committed to a psychiatric hospital.
Of course he did.
She was always so viciously unhappy. Someone said she'd blown all her money on wine, trying to drink herself back to the underworld.
Of course she did.
After the horrific way they treated Ulpius and me, I can't help feeling a sense of... what's that German word? Schadenfreude? Thank you. You're very kind.
Whatever.
Someone told me she was boasting about getting her claws into some rich prince, and how she was going to be living the high life from now on. Even in your time, life still isn't fair. Apparently, he'd proposed before they'd even met. And last I heard, she'd bought herself a first-class one-way ticket to join him in some exotic place called... what was it? Nigeria? Some people have all the
I think she may have gotten scammed. She may have answered one of those Nigerian prince email scams. Rip to her, because I don't think we're seeing her ever again. I foresee terrible disappointment in her future.
I feel better already. Thank you.
Oh, God.
You too. If you're ever in London, let me know. We can go to bars and drink wine and listen to the stories of the 9 million people who live there.
I'll take you up on that offer, absolutely, sure. Okay. Lucretia.
You are here. It's nice to finally meet you.
I mean, we met 2,000 years ago, but
I'm making an effort to blend in, as you can see.
Yeah, that's smart. That's smart.
If the world knew we died 2,000 years ago and were suddenly brought back to life 12 months ago, they'd never leave us alone. Speaking of which, I wanted to say thank you in person. I'd say the gods smile on you, but I hear you drove the last of them off. So...
what are you doing with yourself these days?
Into medical school. As much as I resented the responsibility of keeping everyone in the city alive, when it ended, I realized I missed it. So I guess I'll just keep saving the world, if begrudgingly, one patient at a time.
Alright.
You too. Don't be a stranger.
Hey.
Horatius he's in the army. Apparently he's in the army. Yeah.
I understand we have you to thank for giving us a second chance at life, and reuniting Centilla with us as well. So, thank you.
What are you doing with
Moving up
yourself?
north
Yep.
And studying in the military academy in Modena. I'm going to be an officer one day. The world's changed a lot.
Yeah,
Some things
military
stay the same.
tactics has changed
You
quite a
believe
lot,
I'm
you
still
know?
Studying military tactics from my time. Alexander the Great, Caesar, Hannibal Barca. Still, I have to keep challenging myself to let go of old ways of thinking and embrace the new.
Yeah, I mean, listen, military tactic today is very different than military tactic back then. I mean, back then, military tactic was like, you know, it was basically numbers back then. It was a numbers game back then. Nowadays, it's like the squad runs an op, and then they head back to HQ. So, like, back then, when an army would, like, you know, advance, they would live off of whatever they could get their hands on the land, you know, loot off the land. Military tactics these days don't have to worry about that now. So, like, supplies, yeah, supplies still play a major factor in military tactics, but not as big as a factor today compared to, you know, back then when it was just swords and stuff. Pretty much. Alright, I'm sorry you never got to see your growing up.
You remembered that. Thank you. I grieved for a time, but that's done. In the words of Epictetus, as those who rode behind triumphant generals remind them they are mortal, remind yourself your precious one isn't one of your possessions, but something given for now, not forever.
Alright, well said.
Thanks. Oh, and I don't know if you've heard, but a few of us are going for drinks later.
Absolutely, like, count me in.
Chat with you some more.
Listen, you said drinks, I'm in. Don't worry about the chatting. Just give me a drink.
Oh, I see what you did there. Good one. He had more trouble adapting than most. He got himself disqualified from the UFC. So he started some kind of underground blood sport tournament, like we had in Rome. Suppose it appealed to people's baser instincts. And they say he made some good coin, killing a bunch of men like that. But his luck finally ran out. And his life along with it. You know what they say.
I mean, I get the dude was a gladiator and all, but like that was not what gladiator combat was about in ancient Rome. I mean, it was more of a. It wasn't really like.
You're not wrong.
I feel like this is the one part that this game gets wrong about ancient Rome is the gladiatorial combat. It's like it was actually a refereed sport, all right, and like the life and safety of the gladiators was actually pretty important.
Hey.
Cynthia.
I take it you're the Oracle. Thanks for coming. Actually, I changed my name to Cynthia. I didn't want to be
yeah, that's fine too.
associated with Sentius after what happened. I'm not sure if you heard, but after you drove Pluto off, Proserpina emerged from the Great Temple.
Oh.
She knew right away what none of us had figured out about that psychopath. He'd been keeping my little sister locked up in the upper cistern all that time. But he's been dealt with. He's... you know what? The important thing is, we'll never see him again.
Huh. What are you doing with
Anything
yourself
I
these
want.
days?
I'm a woman of means in a vast new world. I can go wherever and do whatever I please. Of
Yeah.
course, I mostly just stay in my villa and have my servant Alexa summon things for me, because it's just awful out there.
Okay, well, of course she would have an Alexa, of course. Alexa played the rude sandstorm. I'm sorry, everybody. Alexa.
He's still there, all alone. The last golden statue in the underworld.
Really, I didn't see any more
Trapped in a
golden
metal
statues
shell,
there.
Slowly losing his mind until the end of time. Eternal torment. Just what he deserves, if you ask me.
You did tell me once you wanted to live forever, you know?
I suppose he got his wish.
Right, well.
See you around.
I'm still kind of shocked that all of these ancient Romans are in the future with us. Ugh, good Georgius. In a purple suit. Why a purple suit?
The legendary oracle. It is a sincere
We met 2,000 years ago. You could skip the whole.
I am told we have you to thank for freeing us from Hades, and for that I am most grateful.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
Myself with Greece. It has changed so much over the last 2,000 years, I barely recognize it. This is at once heartbreaking and thrilling. Perhaps one day, once I have seen all of this new Greece and sampled her delights, I will settle down in Santorini in a villa overlooking the Azure Aegean Sea. I hope you will join me there and regale me with the story of how you faced off against the fearsome god of the underworld and won.
I'm sure. Why not?
You too, my friend.
Fabia.
You're the one we've been waiting for.
Why are you dressed like...
Fabia. I wanted to say thanks.
Listen, we met 2,000 years ago. I already know who you are, alright?
I don't know how you knew, but I would have been crushed by that shrine for sure.
Time travel, you know? Why do you think you're in the future right now? Time travel!
You, everyone, together again, even if it's just for one more night. Well, it's not like I have to work with all the silver Karen gave me, so I'll just do what makes me happy.
How much silver did she give you?
My friends and looking at memes while binging TV shows in yoga pants. What a time to be alive.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Thank you. I really am. You too.
Okay. Will we finally learn the name of this philosopher now?
I take it you're the oracle everybody talking about.
Listen, we met 2,000 years ago. It's fine. You don't have to say it's a pleasure to meet you.
We have. I'm sorry, I don't remember. In any case, I'm Philip. I never thought I'd leave that cave.
He finally gave us his name.
And now I'm living in the 21st century. What a time to be alive.
You know, you of all people, I feel like should have had the biggest culture shock. Like, you probably, like, you're from ancient Roman times, and now you're here in the future, in the 21st century, and you're the oldest one in that city. I feel like that should have had the biggest culture shock to you. Like, I kind of half expected you to have, like, I don't know, keeled over and have, like, a heart attack or something, and be like, what the fuck happened? Yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm working as a consultant to the Faculty of Classics at Cambridge University, helping fill the odd gap in their knowledge. Not that I need the money, but I do love being around enlightened minds again.
You do you, Philip. You do you.
Sincere thanks once again.
Octavia.
Oh, hello. It's lovely to meet you. I've heard so much.
We met 2,000 years ago.
I'm thankful that you're here. I was sure the person who drove off the last pagan god would have more important things to do than visit the likes of us. But thank you for coming and for saving our lives.
I'm pretty sure she's enjoying it with Christianity being the ruling religion now. Or at least one of them. Yeah.
I'm living in Rome again, in a charming little flat by the Tiber. Not far from my old place. Oh, and I'm training to be a crisis counselor. After you sent Galerius to persuade Ulpius not to take his own life, I was inspired. I just want to spend the rest of my life helping people, like you helped him.
Sounds good on you. You do that.
It means a lot. And you.
Good evening.
Livia.
Greetings. Thank you for your kind words and for liberating us all. In all the time I was in the underworld, I never once imagined that I might end up in a place so much like Elysium.
You knew about Elysium?
I'm recovering. Octavia was kind enough to let me stay with her for a while, at least until I'm well enough to be independent again.
Okay.
Ah, you remember that. I'm a little tired of Ovid, but that's all right. I have 2,000 years worth of poetry to catch up on now. I'm already up to the 19th century, and am
Oh yeah, Edgar Allan Poe was a really good one.
Oh, I think I may have found a kindred spirit. Men have called me mad, but the question is not yet settled whether madness is or is not.
Hey,
The
Edgar Allan
loftiest
Poe was a really good one. Well said.
And you. Farewell, friend.
Some soiree, innit?
This dude has no fucks. He gives no fucks at all. Please keep off the... This dude gives absolutely no fucks at all.
Some soiree, innit? Ah, hello at last. You must be the oracle I've heard so much about. I'm Dacius.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we met 2,000 years ago.
I wanted to express my sincere appreciation for what you did. If it wasn't for you, I'd never been able to sell all those useless old relics I accumulated. Whatever you did in that temple made me a very wealthy man. Thank you. Most gracious of you.
I feel like he's a bit of an asshole in the 21st century. That's what that's the vibe I'm getting from him. He's a bit of an asshole in the 21st century.
I made from selling my trinkets and started investing in the stock market. That's where the real money is now. In fact, I was hoping to ask your advice, you being the oracle and future seer and all that, on which stocks I should invest in next. I can't decide.
GameStop! Invest in GME, everybody! Go invest in GME!
Oh, don't be like that. You can tell your old pal Dacius. I won't take no for an answer.
Oh my god.
Oh, of course, yeah. I was just thinking the same thing. I'll go home and buy up as much stock as I can tonight. I'm gonna make a bloody fortune.
He's gonna be severely disappointed.
Of course, don't let me keep you. Thanks again for the tips, my friend.
Oh, he's gonna be broke. That might have been the asshole thing to do. Ooh, statue of Anubis from ancient Egypt. Okay, we're in the Egyptian wing. Ah, Kabash.
What is up?
Kati. Statue of Kati, the Egyptian ram-head deity. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Kabash.
It is an honor to finally meet you, Oracle.
We met 2,000 years ago. You guys don't need to say it's an honor to meet you, because we already met.
You are an oracle. You know many things.
We met.
I too would like to offer my thanks for releasing us from that place, and for your role in bringing us here. This world is...
Why are you in rags?
Wondrous. For a time, I returned to Alexandria, but they have no need of another fisherman, and I came to see there is nothing for me there. Instead, I have decided to follow the custom of your youths and backpack the world. It is a great adventure, and I have met many people from many cultures. I spent the first 25 years of my life avoiding the 42 sins that would deny me access to the afterlife. Now, I think it is time I had some fun.
Okay, so he is pretty much just a traveler. Okay. Why does stop? You guys don't need to call me Oracle, yo.
Hello.
Statue of Nagal, a Sumerian statue of Nagal, Mesopotamian, blah blah. Okay. Virgil. We haven't really interacted much.
It's
but
so nice to finally meet you. I've heard so much about you.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Good to see you,
thank
buddy.
personally for getting us out of there.
What are you doing with yourselves
I'm
these
studying to be an
days?
architect again, and living in a beautiful flat in Rotterdam, just down the river from Nijmegen, where I grew up. Of course, it's improved immensely since I was there last. Gleaming futuristic buildings and clean streets,
Futurist.
full of
Yep.
educated, accepting people. You natives of the 21st century have no idea how fortunate you are.
Did you ever figure out who was sending you those letters?
Looking back, I think it might have been Rufius. But he was struggling with so many of his own demons. It's hard to hold a grudge. Nobody's heard from him, and I sometimes wonder what might have happened if one of us had been able to help him. I just hope...
somebody I didn't say back then.
He's alright. You too. If you're ever in the Netherlands, I'd be happy to show you around. It's the least I could do.
Okay, sure, we'll take you up on that offer. Scintilla.
Hello there. Oh, I go by Gabriella now. I didn't want to be reminded of that monster every time I heard my own name.
Which
I didn't
monster?
hear. My adopted father,
yeah.
Sentius, locked me up in the upper cistern to stop me from escaping. After you drove Pluto off, Proserpina came and released me, and that monster got what was coming to him.
I mean, technically we knew. What are you doing with yourself these days?
On a little vineyard in Umbria. It's even more wonderful than I dreamed it would be. I'm so grateful to you for making sure he's still with us. If you're ever passing through the region, I hope you'll come and visit us. You can try some of our very own wine.
Oh, you know what? I'll take you up on that offer. Alright.
Hello.
Opius.
It's nice to finally put a face to the name. I'm Opius.
Yeah, I know, we met 2,000 years ago.
I understand I have you to thank for sending Galerius to save my life. The way you just showed up out of the blue and stopped me from making a terrible mistake. I'll...
you don't want to do that again, buddy.
I'm living with Gabriella in Umbria. We finally bought the little vineyard we always dreamed of. It'll be a little while before we know what we're doing, but every day I look at her and this extraordinary new world with all its beauty, and I think, what if I'd given up hope and missed out on all of this?
I mean, you
So
would have
we
missed out
go
on
to the
this
forest.
anyway because you were from ancient Rome,
end them all the
and
same
this shit
way,
wouldn't have existed like
sitting
2,000.
together on our terrace with
I'm just saying.
our wine, which the locals say is almost drinkable now. And watching
Almost.
the sunset.
So wait, your wine is bad? Okay, I think I don't want to go to your place anymore. Screw that. Locals say it's almost drinkable. Yeah, that doesn't yeah.
Wouldn't be here without you.
That doesn't actually sound good. You know, now I kind of don't want to try your wine anymore. Ancient Sumerian statue of Kumat Tabal, the bed-headed deity who was said to help the dead cross the Kuba River to the underworld. Yeah.
Hello.
Alright. My goodness. Did they loot the entire place or something? All these artifacts, yo. Sumerian artifact, Sumerian plaque. Did they loot? I feel like... Did they loot the Forgotten... Okay, it seems like they have looted the Forgotten City. All of these artifacts are from the Forgotten City. Okay, I recognize those plaques from anywhere. They just looted the hell out of... Okay, well, I mean, at least Pluto's not there anymore, but... Latin plaque. Huh. Alright. I'll work.
There you are. I hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was
Now, there's
weird.
one more person I wanted to introduce you to. I think you know her.
Uh-huh.
Sorry if I frightened you. Just a little joke I've been saving for a long, long time. Allow me to introduce myself properly. I am Proserpina, former goddess of the cycle of life and renewal, and now a regular mortal. I wanted to meet you in person, and thank you for freeing all these people, and me. I hate to think what would have happened to us without your intervention.
Yeah.
Indeed. Suffice it to say that while Pluto was controlling the eyes and ears of each golden statue, I was able to control their tongues and whisper to you when he was distracted. I am sorry my messages were so cryptic.
Yeah, it was creepy.
There were only ever brief windows in which I could speak to you without being detected.
It was creepy. I'm just saying it was creepy.
I did. I may have given up my immortality, but I still retain my gifts as the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. After witnessing Pluto punish countless poor souls over thousands of years, I knew this generation, the final wave, would not survive. So I tried to give them a way to buy more time. A second chance. Rather, as many second chances as they needed to avoid his wrath.
Yeah.
So I whispered to Sentius in secret, telling him the prayer required to create a portal in my shrine. I knew the danger of humans being corrupted by godly power, and so I put a safeguard in place. I required the creator of the portal to sacrifice their own life, so that it could only be used selflessly to help others. What I did not anticipate is that Sentius would retain his accumulated memories from each previous day, and as a veteran soldier he had long since shed his fear of death. He quickly discovered that he could, in effect, prolong his own life indefinitely by exploiting the cycle. Of course, once I had taught him the prayer, I could not unteach him, and there was little I could do but wait for someone like you to come along and see him for what he was.
Can I see a statue of him, though? Yeah, I want to see that statue of him. Alright, what became of
I
Pluto?
don't know what happened to him. I haven't heard from him, and I rather hope it stays that way.
And Karen?
Oh, she inherited dominion over the underworld. Last time we spoke, she was working on a new world of some kind.
Okay.
She didn't say what it was.
Is it hell?
But I'd be surprised if you don't run into her again. I imagine we all will. One day.
Okay, well.
And you. Although it feels like I've known you forever.
Considering you were the
one
creepy
last thing.
statue.
Do you remember all those golden statues scattered throughout the city?
Sure.
Good. Because they remember
Oh,
you.
God.
Well done, my friend. Of all the heroes who ever journeyed to the underworld in return, no one came close to achieving what you did. Hercules, Orpheus,
Okay.
Theseus, and Aeneas could be proud.
Sure. Hey, achievement unlocked, the canon ending. Ending number 4. Oh shit, there's multiple endings. I think one ending we just killed the magistrate. That would probably be it. Alright, well, I guess that concludes this game. We got the best ending in the game, pretty much. I wasn't expecting to save every other statue in town. Apparently they erected a statue of me. That seems a little bit weird, but okay. Okay, I guess that concludes it for this game. This was The Forgotten City. It has overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. Only came out last week. If you love mystery games, you should check this game out. It's not bad. I mean, storytelling-wise, not too bad. I mean, there were a lot of, like, what the fuck moments, like, stuff that you don't really expect, and, like, when you find out about it, it's like, wait, what? Anyway, you catch live stream on 3 different platforms: Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Pick whichever one works the best for you, and follow along on Twitter as well for all up-to-date information and news and all that jazz. Live streams usually every Monday through Friday, starting sometime between 9:30 and 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Check your time zones, although yeah, I've been working a lot of overtime recently, so yeah, I feel like you're better off thinking that it's probably gonna start sometime after 11 p.m. Yeah, okay. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this playthrough of The Forgotten City. Don't know what I'm gonna do next. Actually, we still gotta finish up Observer. We also got a couple of Minecraft runs that we need to finish up as well. Yeah, alright. Lots of stuff to do. Until then, guys, that does it for me. I'm Maxac. And I'll see you all tomorrow night. Bye-bye. I accidentally ended it on Twitch a little bit early. Whoops. I hit the wrong button. Whoops. Oh well. I don't hear the ending music. Where's the ending music? What happened to that? Oh. That was late.